NFL Network now on the Westwood One radio network. The Ravens may be without one of their defensive leaders to start the season. All-pro cornerback Marlon Humphrey underwent foot surgery after dealing with a lingering issue. NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport, Mike Garafolo, and Tom Pelissero report Humphrey is expected to miss the beginning of the 2023 season, but head coach John Harbaugh says he doesn't expect Humphrey's absence to be a long-term one. We got our first look at Ezekiel Elliott in a Patriots uniform Wednesday. The former Cowboys running back participated in a joint practice with the Packers after signing a one-year deal with the Pats. Double good news for the Raiders. All-pro receiver Devontae Adams was back at practice for the first time since injuring his leg last week. And the team activated first-round pick Tyree Wilson off the non-football injury list. The former Texas Tech defensive end is now free to practice for the first time since undergoing foot surgery last year. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Staples presents a lesson in back-to-school savings. Your local Staples now accepts Amazon returns. So when you return your Amazon order at Staples, you receive a coupon for $10 off your next $30 Staples purchase. So you can save even more on top of huge back-to-school deals. Like right now, 2-pocket poly folders and Staples 8-count number 2 pencils are each just 50 cents. Staples gives you more ways to save even more. 50-cent offers end 8/26. Pricing and limits may vary in-store and online. Amazon return offer in-store only. Exclusions apply.
Your next success begins with University of Maryland Global Campus. For more than 75 years, UMGC has offered working adults an affordable, accredited education. Choose from more than 125 degrees and certificates and enjoy online and hybrid courses, financial resources, and lifetime career services. UMGC has what you need to succeed again. No application fee if you apply by August 31st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
And good morning. It is Thursday, isn't it? Thursday, August 17th. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, George.
How are you, sir?
Hey, not bad.
Are you ready for a change?
We're going to have one whether we're ready or not.
That change is in the air.
Yeah.
One more day of hot. And
then a couple of days of a break in the...
Actually, tomorrow it's not going to be much cooler than today. We're looking at 110 tomorrow.
Yeah, we're just getting you set, you know.
Well, the excessive heat warning will not be there. Excessive heat warning, I think, is anything over 110.
Yeah.
I think that's a parameter.
Do you know when you rarely would hear terminologies like excessive heat warning? That was a big deal. It's almost like the little boy that cried wolf.
Well, back in when I was a kid, I can remember the excessive heat warnings were meant that you're going to hit 118 to 120.
20, yeah.
Yeah, and we haven't done that yet.
No, and I'm not complaining either.
I'm not either. I'm good with what we got. And we should get some rain finally. Calexico got a little bit less yesterday morning, but everybody else going to get some. Should be tomorrow night and Saturday.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get blown in, on over to the Yuma County, that could happen.
Well, the rain is supposed to be for both of us, Southern California and the Colorado River Valley, which is the Weather Service's terminology for Yuma.
Yuma. Well, how kind of them to share with us.
Yeah, well, as long as we don't always get theirs. Well, we get their humidity. Well, they get more rain than we do.
Yes.
And we just get the flow, the humidity flow.
We just get hot air.
Hot air, but we're full of that anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, are you ready to take a look at some birthdays?
Birthdays, we can have some.
We got some big shot birthdays. Robert De Niro. He's a big shot. He's an old shot, too. He's 80 years old today.
Wow.
August 17th. Robert De Niro, 80 years old. Guitarist Gary Talley of the Box Tops. Bet you never heard of him.
I hadn't
either, but Gary Talley was their guitarist. He's 76 today. Downton Abbey creator, Julian Fellows. You ever wonder who created Downton Abbey? I didn't either.
No.
You don't have to answer that.
No. I don't know how they stay awake.
It was Julian Fellows who did that. 74 today. Robert Joy. Robert Joy was in CSI New York. He's 72.
His kid brothers was named Happy.
Happy and Joy, yeah. And then Mama and Dad were sad. Kevin Rowland of Dexy's Midnight Runners. He was the guy who sang that Eileen song. He's 70 years old today. Colin Moulding of XTC. That's the first one that I absolutely never heard of, either him or the group. He's 68. Country singer Kevin Welch is 68. Belinda Carlisle of the Go-Go's, and she did a lot solo as well. She's 65. Sean Penn, he's an irritating young man.
Well, you're giving him credit. He's still young.
63.
Yeah.
So, but he's a very good actor, though. You got to give him that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, because there are some guys on a list every day that I go, well, I'll give him the benefit.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He was absolutely excellent in that. He made that movie. Jazz saxophonist Everett Harp plays the saxophone. He's 62. Gilby Clarke of Guns N' Roses, another one. I never heard of him, but he played with Guns N' Roses. He's 61. Singer Maria McKee is 59. Drummer Steve Gorman of Black Crowes is 58. Let's see, do we have anybody else? David Conrad, Ghost Whisper and Relativity. He's 56 today. So that's it. That's the big shot birthdays. We got the local people coming up.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alex Guerrero Jr., Andrea Franco, Chase Handy, Rachel Powers, Grady Weeks, Mario Zamaripa, Jacob Munoz, Martha Ibarra, Lorenzo Aguirre, Alex Ojeda, Christy Phillips, Jesus Martinez, Lindsay Stewart, Mary Mata, Mike Girarte, Nathan Hamilton, Olga Moreno, Rosa Padilla, Anthony Silva, and Aliyah Phillips. Happy birthday to each and every one. Happy wedding anniversary, Lloyd and Betty Miller. And we got one correction in there, Jane. I don't know what Jesus Martinez is doing, but today's birthday is Jesus Marquez.
Marquez.
Not Marquez. Doesn't even sound like Martinez.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. Who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we are now ready for the World and California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
News brief. Maui's Emergency Management Administrator Herman Andaya is defending his decision not to activate warnings when flames from last week's deadly wildfires near.
There are no sirens, Malka, or on the mountainside where the fire was spreading down. So even if we sounded the siren, it would not have saved those people on the mountainside.
The death toll is at 111. Abigail Shry of Texas has been arrested after allegedly sending a racist-threatening voicemail to the federal judge assigned to former President Trump's federal election conspiracy case. CBS's Robert Legary.
CBS News reached out to her federal public defender, who did not respond to our request for comment. Shry remains detained pending trial after a judge ruled conditions could not be met to release her.
Sentencing next hour for a Canadian woman who pleaded guilty to sending then-President Trump poisonous ricin. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
When you headline news, the San Jose police chief praising what he says were the heroic acts of an officer who pulled his partner to safety after she was shot while responding to a family disturbance call Wednesday.
Without hesitation or consideration for himself, the officer's partner extracted the victim officer from the line of fire to a place of safety where he began to treat her injuries.
Chief Anthony Mata, the wounded officer, hospitalized in critical condition. The suspect arrested after a 4-hour standoff, a 44-year-old with a long criminal history. A rash of retail robberies at high-end stores in Southern California, expanding to Orange County. A robbery at South Coast Plaza in Costa Mesa coming a day after this man's denim store was hit.
I would say I was starting to close the shop, and I saw about 8 guys with ski masks on the face. They look at me, and then I closed the door because I'm kind of scared. And 20 seconds later, they were running the other way with hands full of clothes.
A Gucci store robbed of $100,000 in merchandise Wednesday night. Gas prices in the state, $5.18 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
Moments like seeing my son's team.
Hold on there. And the World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are ready for page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With your local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, the Board of Supervisors chairman testifies on Tuesday. George Gale explains.
Supervisor Ryan Kelly was in Sacramento to testify before the State Assembly. The chairman of the local Board of Supervisors provided detailed testimony before the California State Assembly joint hearing of the Utilities and Energy Committee and Select Committee on California's lithium economy. Kelly participated alongside key stakeholders from the state and federal agencies, community organizations, and the private sector. Testimony was a pivotal step in informing the Assembly and California State Legislature of the ongoing efforts and developments related to the establishment of Lithium Valley and Imperial County's renewable energy future. The chairman spoke on the abundance of geothermal energy and mineral extraction possibilities in Imperial County. The county says the testimony places Imperial County on the map as a burgeoning center for clean energy resources. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial Valley Desert Museum has a special day. It's called a Traditional Craft Day. It is a family day featuring games reflecting the heritage of indigenous people. Other games include geology, loteria, tool making game, and shahuk. There will also be pioneer games. The Traditional Craft Day will be held this Saturday. That's August the 19th from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. It is open to the entire community. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, there are 3 new members added to the Imperial County Office of Education Foundation for Education. The 3 new members joined the Foundation of Education Board last week. They are, and they include Alexis Araujo, Operations Manager for Payless Insurance, Jaime Hunold, co-founder of Burgers and Beer, and Victor Nava, Director of Strategy, Development, and Partnership at GAFCON Incorporated. The Foundation for Education Board comprises 9 community members who all share the Foundation's vision and commitment to make Imperial County an ideal place to live, learn, and enjoy. The Foundation for Education is an auxiliary organization of the Imperial County Office of Education. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
And page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Raiders. Throws, and he's got his tight end barrel. It's nothing but green grass in front of him. 10.
Don't miss any of the action of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Took a lick and spun out of it. It's a 27-yard.
We've got all the games on the Rio Valley's FM 107.5. Brought to you by
Southwest Security Services and El Central RV Service Center.
And the Raiders play Saturday night on FM 107.5. It is now time for page 2 of the local news, served up this hour by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food specializing in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state of the union. For KXO Local News page 2, here again is Gene.
Well, here is the final announcement. A new general manager for the Imperial Irrigation District. The decision was announced on Tuesday's or at Tuesday's Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors meeting. The board voted unanimously to name Jamie Ashbury as the new IID general manager. She is no stranger to the Imperial Irrigation District. She's been working at the IID Energy Department manager. With her appointment, Ashbury becomes the first woman in the district's 112-year history to lead the district. She fills the vacancy left by Henry Martinez, retired from the position. Well, Boys and Girls Club of Imperial Valley. There's a major fundraiser being planned. It is the Boys and Girls Club combo auction. It'll be held October the 21st at the Stockman's Club in Brawley. The theme this year is lights, camera, action, and is being dedicated to Debbie Cameron, a beloved board member and head of the Combo Auction Committee. For 57 years, the mission of the Boys and Girls Club of Imperial Valley has been to make a difference in the lives of kids here in Imperial Valley. Serving over 450 kids annually in the Imperial Valley is a mission they hold dear, in which they are proud to play a part. The combo auction is their pivotal event. The funds raised will help support their programs throughout the entire school year. You can go to their website, bgcib.org, for more information. And a ribbon cutting is coming up. George Gale filed this story.
It will be held this evening. A ceremony will be held at Swarthout Park, located on West Euclid Avenue. It starts at 6:30 tonight. The public is invited and encouraged to attend. Officials say the momentous occasion will mark the unveiling of the Swarthout Park Youth football fields. The City of El Centro constructed 2 regulation-sized youth football fields. The project was funded by Measure P and reflects an investment of $119,176. Fields will be further enhanced with Musco lights and a scoreboard, bringing the total project cost to over $3.3 million. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at K Sushi, including for the kids. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice, and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's George Gale with a weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 111 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 86. National Weather Service says above normal temperatures today will quickly cool into a below normal range over the weekend with increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms. Copious moisture associated with the tropical system moving up the Baja Peninsula will almost certainly bring several rounds of rainfall to southeast California and the lower Colorado River Valley. Some of this rain may be heavy at times, leading to flash flooding over the weekend. Drier weather with warming temperatures will return to the region by the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny and hot weather today. Excessive heat warning in effect today. Highs right near 113. Winds will be light and variable out of the south and southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 85. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Friday, highs right near 110 with the south wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour, 20% chance of showers by Friday night. And just a little bit extra so you can plan ahead. 20% percent chance of showers Friday night. That's tomorrow night. I mentioned that. We have a 70% chance of showers Saturday and a 90% chance of showers Saturday night. So be ready. Right now, we're looking at 88 degrees, 36% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Nyland. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Local news, page 2, and your weather. Served up this hour by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. The dinner menu features 16 different entrees. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your San Diego County Ford dealers. And right now, get 0% APR limited term financing on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck. Hurry in and test drive one today. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0.0% APR financing for 36 months at $27.78 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/4/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers.
And it is time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Major League Baseball scoreboard: Angels shut out the Rangers 2-0. Padres, finally some positive news. In fact, they had a whole bunch of it. Fernando Tatis Jr. stole home. Blake Snell was very sharp. And the Padres bested the Orioles 5-2 to take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles. Orioles just happen to be the top team in the American League right now. The Tigers beat the Twins 8-7. Pirates did not win. No, Mets beat the Pirates 8-3. Diamondbacks over the Rockies 9-7. Rays beat the Giants 6-1. It was the Reds over the Guardians 7-2. The Astros defeated the Marlins 12-5. Athletics shut out the Cardinals 8-0. Nationals over the Red Sox 6-2. Phillies beat the Blue Jays 9-4. Braves shut out and swept the Yankees 2-0 was the final score. Yesterday's game, Yankees are now below 500 for the first time this year. Cubs beat the White Sox 4-3. It was the Mariners over the Royals 6-5, and the Dodgers keep on rolling. They defeated the Brewers by a score of 7-1. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And the football weekend starts tonight, Thursday night football, NFL preseason ball. The Browns taking on the Eagles. Friday night, it's they got a couple of NFL games, plus high school football starts tomorrow night. You'll have games right here on 1230 KXO. And Saturday, there's several games, including the Raiders. Raiders will be playing against the Rams at 6 p.m. That's the game time on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. It'll probably be on the air right around 5:30. And the Sunday, it's the Saints and the Chargers. Monday night football, the Ravens go against the Commanders. WNBA, they have a game tonight. Liberty takes on the Aces again. That is this evening. In the world of golf, Francesco Molinari, he's named Europe's 5th vice captain for the Ryder Cup. The Novak Djokovic, the one and only, had no problem at all advancing to Cincinnati's third round after his opponent retired. So he didn't have to play at all, just walked on. It was a walk-on. On the girls' side, the women's side, Iga Swiatek cruises. Jessica Pegula also survived. They move on at the Cincinnati Open. Juan Martín del Potro will not be making the U.S. Open his U.S. return due to health concerns. He's been having a hard time for a while. Marin Cilic and Denise Shapovalov, they're going to miss the U.S. Open with knee injuries of both of them. That's it. That's a look at sports. Your Sports World Roundup this morning brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Dr. Marcus, please report to pharmacy. There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
And it is time for your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Stocks nudged higher this morning as investors digested the Federal Reserve's latest commentary that future rate hikes are not out of the picture. S&P 500 gained 0.3%. Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced 87 points, or 0.3%. NASDAQ Composite climbed 0.4%. That's your financial news. We got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 111 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 86. National Weather Service says above normal temperatures today will quickly cool into a below normal range over the weekend with increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms. Copious moisture associated with a tropical system moving up the Baja Peninsula will almost certainly bring several rounds of rainfall to southeast California and the lower Colorado River Valley. Some of this rain may be heavy at times, leading to flash flooding over the weekend. Drier weather with warming temperatures will return to the region by the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny and hot weather today. Excessive heat warning in effect today. Highs right near 113. Winds will be light and variable out of the south and southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 85. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Friday, highs right near 110 with the south wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour, 20% chance of showers by Friday night. And the National Weather Service says a chance of rain over the weekend are pretty good. 70% chance of rain Saturday in the daytime, 90% chance of rain Saturday night. Right now, we are looking at 88 degrees, 36% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still moderate in Nyland, still good for the rest of the region.
It's Imperial Tiger Football streaming live on the web. George Grahava and Mickey Dale will be Mike's side to bring you all the action. Tiger Football live on KXORadio.com. Imperial Tiger Football is brought to you by
Stan's Auto Body, Derma's Floor Covering, Brickhouse Coffee, and Brickhouse Deli.
And did I mention your financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services? They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Hawaii officials defend the decision not to sound warning sirens when the wildfires were ravaging Maui. Emergency Management Administrator Herman Andaya says they're mostly used to warn of possible tsunamis.
The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event that the siren is sounded. In fact, on the website of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the following guideline is provided. If you are in a low-lying area near the coastline, evacuate to high grounds.
CBS's Lilia Luciano on relief efforts in the disaster zone.
People who are natives, locals who've lived their whole lives here, who know each other, have been setting up their own centers to distribute everything from diapers, water, food, to even hugs, somebody told us, because everybody's still going through the shock in this community.
Hawaii's governor plans to announce moves tomorrow to prevent land grabs, stopping potential sales to people who are not local. In parts of North Carolina, storm recovery is a big concern.
Schools are closed in Durham for a second straight day as tens of thousands remain without power after strong storms Tuesday.
It's miserable. I'm missing my electric right now, and we do not know how long before it comes on.
A 78-year-old woman was killed when a tree fell on her SUV. There was widespread damage across the Raleigh-Durham area. Jim Crisula, CBS News, Greensboro, North Carolina.
A Mississippi judge has just declared a mistrial for two white men charged in an attack on a black FedEx worker while making a delivery. The judge that is, in former President Trump's federal case in Washington, got a menacing voicemail. Now there's been an arrest.
According to court documents, Abigail Jo Schrei of Alvin, Texas, called the federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. and left a threatening message using a racist term for U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan. Schrei saying, "You are in our sights. We want to kill you." Schrei's been charged with one count of transmitting a threat to injure another person. That's a felony, and it carries a maximum prison term of up to 5 years. Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
Overseas, correspondent Deborah Pata has the latest on Ukraine's counteroffensive against Russia.
Ukrainian soldiers have reclaimed the tiny village of Uruzhaine.
In this grinding summer offensive, gains are measured in inches. Russia has dug in deep. From the ground, Ukrainians face fields packed with deadly explosives. From the sky, relentless bombardment.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 46 points. The NASDAQ is down 53. The S&P is up 1. This is CBS News.
If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Moments like seeing my son's team cheer him on mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
The rock star known as The Boss is under the weather.
I wake up in the morning.
Bruce Springsteen wasn't feeling well when he woke up yesterday morning. At 2 p.m., he canceled 2 scheduled performances at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, last night's and tomorrow night's. His ex account said he'd taken ill and the concerts would be rescheduled. They'll be the Boss' first stadium shows with the E Street Band in Philly since 2016. They played a sold-out Wells Fargo Center in March. No word on what's ailing the 73-year-old singer. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A Russian court has imposed a $32,000 fine on Google for failing to delete allegedly false information about the war in Ukraine. That move follows similar actions against Apple and Wikipedia. Google declines to comment. There's little that Moscow can do to collect the fine. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Embarrassed by ugly yellow toe fungus?
Living with toe fungus it's embarrassing. I was afraid to take my socks off. I hid my yellow and crumbly toes from everybody.
Introducing Crystal Flush. Crystal Flush is the only FDA-registered 2-in-1 home treatment that attacks your toe fungus from both the inside and out. Crystal Flush's new and different combination system knocks out toe fungus for good. Guaranteed.
Crystal Flush is different. After just a few weeks, my fungus was gone. 100% disappeared. Crystal Flush was the only thing that ever worked. So if you're skeptical because you tried a bunch of other stuff, Crystal Flush is different. This is a game changer.
Crystal Flush is now available without a prescription, but it is not available in stores. Get your risk-free supply today. Go to crystalflush.com. That's CRYSTAL flush.com. Stop being embarrassed by ugly yellow toenails. Go to crystalflush.com or call 800-204-4484.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen, I would like to introduce
George Gale.
I got style, I'm cultured, I'm sophisticated.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.